was going to come.
As in medical.
Yes.
He was acting on the stage as if he didn't have an idea you were coming.
Yes, and that was so disappointing for me because we have this dance move that we do on Too Risky that we used to do together, and I was disappointed because I don't see anything wrong with you asking a fellow artist who you have a song with to come and perform at your show. I don't see anything wrong with it. I don't think if he had said, yeah, he invited me, I don't think people would have hated him or it wouldn't have reduced his fan base. I'm very disappointed in whoever advised him to pretend that he didn't invite me. Yeah.
So on the day he forgot about the dance that you guys had.
No, we hadn't planned a dance, okay. But whenever we used to perform Too Risky together, we always would do this dance. It's not only about the dance, the mannerism, everything, the behavior of the person on stage wasn't in synergy, and it wasn't in sync. There was no synergy, and I felt awkward. But I was like, you know what? I'm on stage. This is my craft. This is my verse. I'm going to pretend I'm not seeing that, and I'm going to, give my best, which I did. Okay. But since you asked me if I was comfortable or not, like 70 to 80%, yes, I had fun. I went on stage, and it still hadn't clicked to the fans that it was me till I started singing my verse. Like it took them like 3 seconds, and then all I heard was an uproar. It was like a stadium noise, like the scream, like the excitement. So that was nice because at the end of the day, whatever is going on between you and someone shouldn't affect anything. Yeah. So I always just tune my mind whenever I go on stage. If there's a problem with the mic, I just tune my mind and I think of the people watching, because if you're on stage and you're uncomfortable, you're awkward. It makes the watcher also feel uncomfortable. So I always think of that and tune my mind. You probably know that because you're a presenter, so you definitely know that.
Sure.
Yeah, so that's what happened.
I see. But Too Risky, I guess it is not your song.
No.
So why did you perform that song?
No, it's me and Medical song. I'm on the Too Risky song.
Yeah, I know, but it is not as in a song belonging to Sister Debbie.
Okay.
So on that day, why did you decide to perform that song? Let me leave it like that. Why did you decide?
Please, I was invited by Medical to come and perform my verse on our song at his show.
That was the only song you did on the day?
We have other songs together which are on his Disturbation album. We have Make Us See, we have Sampanana, and we have Too Risky. And Too Risky is the hit song.
No, I'm asking this because I know you are also an artist.
Yes.
You also have your individual.
You are trying to find out why I also didn't do my songs?
Yes.
That wasn't the plan. I wasn't invited to do my own song.
That was what they told you when they invited you, that come and let's perform Too Risky?
Of course. It's not they, it's one person.
Good, thank you so much. So Medical called you that come and let's perform Too Risky.
Yes.
Now you get onto the stage and he acts as if he doesn't know you were coming.
Yes.
I'm asking this because I am thinking maybe you were called to perform as Sister Debbie and you decided to perform Too Risky.
Oh, how?
Forcing him to act in a way.
Hey, how? No, how? Who does that? Like, why would I go? Why haven't you seen me at Sarkodie's concert? Or even Stoneboy's concert, which was, I think, 2 years ago. Medical was called to perform, and I went with him to perform Too Risky because he invited me. Do you get me? But I don't force myself on artist shows unless they invite me or unless I have a song with them. Recently, like the beginning of December, I was invited by Lamem Gang to perform at their show. So then I went. I was invited by Kofi Mole to perform at his show. So I went. But I haven't gone to Sarkodie's show because he hasn't invited me. Do you get me? But if I had a song with him, I could call and say, yo, should we do this song at your show? Do you get me? But I don't even do that because it's now that I'm doing more features and collaborations. But what exactly are you trying to get clear? Because I feel like I'm as clear as possible.
Yeah, you are. I'm talking about the song selection for the performance.
Yeah, so that's his hit song. That's like one of Medical's biggest songs. If am I lying?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's like one of his biggest songs, and I featured on it. So we did it together. So he called me to perform Too Risky with him.
So after that, did you clear issues with him that, bro, why were you acting that way? Did you clear?
Yeah, I did. I asked him, and I think he was like, I don't remember what he said, but it didn't make sense.
No, the fact that you don't remember.
He said, he didn't notice that I was about to do the dance with him. But I realized later, like I thought about it, and I realized that, I just realized. Yeah.
I know what you realized.
Yeah.
Now, after a day or two, after the concert, I think you posted in your Insta stories that some people were frowning at you.
Oh no. So let me get that clear. That was the night before, and that was a family issue.
Okay.
Yeah, and I was like, why am I getting so much attention? And one of them was like, but have you forgotten you are a public figure? What do you expect? But it was a family issue, and it happened the night before. Yeah, nobody gave me any funny look at the show. I didn't see anybody.
So the rumors around that maybe it was a fella McAfee trying to act rude to you.
No, I didn't even see her. I didn't see her at the show.
Oh, you did not see her?
No.
Oh,
I didn't see any. Like everyone I saw was happy to see me and also surprised. You know, like there were a lot of boys around the stage. I was about to perform and they were trying to take videos with me, pictures. I didn't see, nobody did that to me there. I went to an event the night before. It was a family thing, you know. Yeah, and private thing.
And again, your song, I say, oh yeah, different. Is it true it was a diss song to some two people that we all know?
Yeah, so I don't call it a diss song. So basically, when I started my last public relationship, I was asked on television if I was dating that person, and I said yes. So I only felt it right as an artist. If I've broken up, I tell my fans, and I told them in the way, you know, of my art, music. So I set the story through my music, and luckily it became a hit song. But I won't call it a diss song. It's my way of telling my fans what happened, because obviously they need to know, because I told them that yes, I'm in a relationship. So now I'm no longer in a relationship. Everybody's trying to find out what's going on, what's happening, because they're seeing that person with someone else. So that was my way of telling them the story.
So that song was a declaration that you are no more with Medical, if I understand it again.
Yes.
I see, and it ended like that.
Yeah.
Are there hopes for the future?
What kind of hopes?
Hopes of revival.
Why would you? I speak tree. Why would you hope for that when the person is in a public, like is in a relationship and is even public? Why would you ask such a question?
Everything is possible because we also never thought.
So how do you think the person's partner feels when you ask such a question?
Just as it felt.
Why won't make them feel sound?
Same way. Yeah, it is a mutual feeling.
It's a common feeling.
The way I feel, you feel same. You do me, I do you. God many best. That was just by the way.
Okay, cool.
In recent times, in the media space, we also saw this issue of someone stealing someone's fashion, someone's looks and appearance.
Oh God!
And again, it was between you and
the person,
fella McAfee, where she was accused of copying your fashion sense.
Who accused her?
I don't know. It started with fans.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah, it started with fans. Yes. You did not say it. That one I know. It started.
Wait, who said it right now? The holy one or
the holy one? The holy one.
It was you. Yeah. Yes or no? Was it you?
Why this one? Do you think he cannot commit any crime?
He looks dangerous. He can't.
What is
okay, so what's dangerous? In a different accent. Xylophone accent.
I see. Yeah. So how did you handle that issue?
How did I handle
it? And again,
I think One Love handled it for me. So fans had been saying it for like 2-3 years. Like they comment, they're like, oh, why? You? Like I see comments, you know, they're like, oh, look, she's trying to copy you. You know the way, like the poses, the clothes, a lot of things. I don't want to go into detail.
Yeah.
So they were copying, I was just ignoring, and then they were commenting, and I was just ignoring because I didn't like the fact that we're being compared. Do you understand? So they kept doing that. Sometimes some bloggers that are my friends would do it, and I'll write to them and say, yo, I don't want us to be compared, but can you just stop it? If she's copying, like, just leave it, okay? I just hope she's okay, because it was like a lot. I mean, there's nothing wrong with getting inspiration or wearing something someone wears. Don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong at all. But this is a situation where you are dating the person that I just dated, and then you are still like looking out for the same things I wear that can easily be got, you know, and posing the same way. Like, it was a bit crazy. Yeah, I don't want to go into detail, but there's a lot of stuff. Like, people were DMing me, showing me proof of her, sending them pictures of me, asking for the same things in her size. Yeah, before and after, she kept doing it. And my brother is someone who, like, since the breakup, he was like, listen, Charlie, just do your thing. Never blame. Like, in life, he always teaches me, never blame a woman, because, you know, the man is... So we never like I never like tweeted. I mean, they used to tweet and mock at me, do video to my song, and they were rather saying I was mocking them, but I was not mocking them with my song. I was just telling my story. But they would tweet like, you know, all sorts of things, mocking me. She would post pictures and say things like, "Drink me like pure water." You know, everyone knows that's my song.
That's your song.
And I would just ignore, because it was funny to me, because if you've started a relationship and you're happy, why are you still thinking about me? I'm just the ex, and I left. I never fought to anyone. But I feel like the answer to it is in life, no. If like someone wants to snatch your toffee and you don't fight the person for it, you know, they feel fine. Do you understand?
Yeah, I get
or
it. No,
am I making sense?
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, I'm someone who I'll never, like, if you made it clear to me that, okay, you are with this person, I'm messing with this person, I'll never chase you or fight for you or cry. And I never did any of that. Never. So I feel like people are not used to that or get uncomfortable. So then they do all sorts of things to get your attention. You know? So the one that blew my brother's mind, because he was the one saying, hey, is this person okay? Hey, this is scary. Like, it was just too much. Like, as I said, I don't want to give plenty details because I don't know how the media will take it and rewrite the story. But the one that blew my brother's mind was when I wore this very simple, they call it what? Like a jumpsuit or a romper that I got from this boutique. This Instagram.
Is it the one on the screen?
Yes. So I wore that. You see, there's this girls who have like Instagram boutique, young girls, and sometimes, like, I just want to support them. So that, please, can you wear this for me and just post it for me? And they are young girls hustling. Do you understand? So it's not like I have designer friends who can make stuff for me, like top design. One of my best friend who is a designer is going to work in Gucci this year. Do you understand? He's flying to Italy this year. So I have people who can make stuff for me, but sometimes you just want to change your style. The corporate is here. So Simple styled me for this shoot in like 2017, 2018. And then last year he styled her in that. This is the corporate.
This guy styled you?
He styled me, and then
I see.
And then she asked him to style her in a similar way.
It means this guy is also a friend to Fela. So how come he's very close to you?
He's friends with
Medikal.
Yeah.
So
why is he quiet? Charlie, for you out for movie. You be dead guy.
No, but you are strong because knowing he is in an enemy's camp.
Wait, are you her friend?
Give him mic now.
Are you her friend? Yeah, give him the mic.
Yeah, give him mic.
Oh, come on. We are all adults.
no, we are cool.
We are cool.
Is she an acquaintance or is she a friend?
We did cool.
You don't know the meaning of acquaintance. You know the person, but you don't vibe like. Man, I've seen that they are friends. In fact, let me say what fans wrote to me telling me. They sent me videos and pictures. I Sister Debbie, the whole day, this is the only video she has been posting. Oh, this is the only video she has been posting. And what I heard is that she wasn't aware I was coming to perform. And I feel like husband and wife, like you can tell your wife everything, or she will know, or
yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
especially
even if you're gonna use Sister Derby to make your show trend, say Charlie, I just want to use that to make the show trend. You know, Charlie, make it do it. That's Bonnie and Clyde. That's partnership. But because I'm very disappointed in the fact that he acted like he didn't know I was coming there, acted surprised, because that just made me feel some way. Fine, but at the same time, so as I said earlier on, if you had said you invited me, people would be like, oh, you are matured, like, you know. Everybody is cool. Everybody is cool. Why would you want to lie? Like, why would you say it wasn't planned? Why would I just get up and go somewhere? Everybody knows the way I just don't do things anyhow. Do you get me? I don't just go anywhere. You know, I haven't even been to Xylophone FM before. Do you get me? If it's not something important like work, projects, I won't just be anywhere. Okay. So after I wore this at the end of November to perform at Back to Solitude, she wore the same thing to perform with him at Afro Nation. Yeah. And my performance trended. But I saw that because I follow the Afro Nation guy, Smith. I follow his page. That's how I saw it. So I was like, oh my God. So when I saw that, adding up to all the times she has worn the exact same thing that I have, I was like, oh, maybe she's trolling me. Do you understand? Because if someone keeps doing it, it's like maybe they were trolling you, they want to annoy you, right? So when my brother came out and said that, she was ranting on Twitter saying, is it your shop I've copied? Or is it your delivery this thing I've copied? Or is it your like is it your color I'm copied? Like she was trying to drift away. But all the evidence was there. So that made me feel like that means she wasn't trolling, because it be like the Vim go. Because like she for talk say, yeah, I dey feel your style way, I dey copy am. So then I'll be shy. But she no fit talk that one. Then I'm like, so the whole thing is confused. Like, is this person okay? Like, is she okay? Do you get what I'm saying? You got the boy. What do you want again? And you're like, she's like, oh, then you should start wearing exclusive wears. The way I don't like that way. Exclusive wears. You start wearing exclusive wears. Okay, I will. Okay. But that means I'm not going to be supporting young people who are selling clothes on. Why? Because of you. Like, come on, if Victoria Lebanon wore something, I'm going to wear the exact same thing. If someone's giving to me, I'll be like, oh, Victoria wore the white one, so you give me the orange one. No, she'll ask for the same white one. Do you get what I'm saying? So then you start asking yourself, is the person okay? Like, is everything okay? You are worried, but that's it.
I see.
Case closed.
I see. Now I want to close this chapter, so we listen to something that you have for us. Was Fela a friend before?
Oh, never.
She was never a friend, though you guys were in the entertainment space.
Well, according to Medikal, she tried being a friend. Like, she tried sending me some stuff, but now I don't know if that was true.
That was when you were dating Medikal.
Yes, and then at that time I was already suspecting there was something, and I was only suspecting because people kept sending me messages saying all sorts of things, and I would tell them that no, that's his friend. Do you understand? That's just his friend. I don't believe if you have a boyfriend, you shouldn't have female friends. Like, is he a prisoner or like what's that? You know, I let people be free. If you love someone, you let them be free. You let them do what they want to do. I mean, do you understand? You trust the person.
I get it.
But then when I started suspecting because of all the rumors, you know, Ifeado also went on Snapchat and said something, you know, all the rumors. I was even like, hey, is that about me? Then I started being wary, because usually, I don't know if it's an African woman thing, but usually when people are chopping your boyfriend, they want to be your friend so that you know go suspect. So because I suspected, I didn't want to be a double fool. So I'm like, no, hell no, she's not going to be my friend. Do you understand? Like when Chris Brown was dating Karuchi, and then it came out that he had they feel like they sweet you, and then they hold their phone. So you know, when the thing came out that Chris Brown had like a baby with this girl, people brought out pictures where she and Karuchi and her were in like the same picture with Chris Brown. And, you know, it makes you feel something. So I didn't want to be a double fool. I was already a fool. Do you understand? I didn't want to be a fool times two. So I just kept my distance. But yeah.
In fact, this should be my last question on you and Medikal. Is it true you guys broke up because he felt you were older, or because you are older than him? And that he couldn't marry someone older than him?
No, because at the beginning of the relationship, when he asked me out, he had to convince me for a long time. And I was like, I don't mind age, right? Most of the time I've dated younger people. It's just natural. Like, older people don't approach me.
Because you look young, you don't look
Probably. So older people don't approach me. When I say that, people don't believe me. But I don't have any old man in my DM.
I see.
All like kids, young people, right? And also, I had to tell, I wasn't easy convinced. Like, Medikal was like, oh no, it doesn't matter. Like, you know, he was like, he's mature, he's dated older people before. Like, why am I worried about that, you know? So that's not the reason. I mean, people said all sorts of things. I don't know how to cook, that's why, which is not true.
They said you didn't know how to cook.
That's why he left me, because when we broke up, they were doing cooking videos and stuff. But that's not true. Yeah. You know, people just look at those things and they're so funny.
She said yeah, this.
Yeah,
so what really was the issue? That led to
the issue was the girl.
Oh, so it's a clear case of someone snatching.
Exactly. But you can't totally blame her. He was definitely part of it. So what happened was, you know, I'd been suspecting for a long time, and then I got tired of it because it was so clear, and it's like I felt disrespected. He had started to disrespect me in the sense that he would be posting her and stuff, and people would come up to me that isn't this the person that the rumor was about that he suspect? So that was disrespect. Do you understand? Like, you can go and get head from some girl after a show. You're an artist. but don't come and rub it in my face when I haven't done anything to you. Do you get my point? Yeah. So that was disrespectful because that person is also, you know, a public figure. You're gonna make them compare us and stuff like that. So that's when I walked away. I'm like, whatever.
I see.
Yeah.
So who is the new guy?
There's no new guy.
There's no new guy.